Hello everyone, is it visible? Is it audible? Yes, I hope that everything is fine. Can you please comment so that I'll understand whether everything is fine? I hope that everything is good. Voices there are? Yes. Yes, good evening Nisha, good evening Sanjay, good evening Kivi, everyone, good evening, hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the mock test paper number 1 of CA Foundation Quantitative Aptitude for the examination Jan 2026. Priya, Sahana, everyone, good evening. Yes, how's the Josh? Everyone is studying well? Yes, Raj, good evening. Yes, Lochan, yes, everyone, perfect. Janvi, Jansi, Shagu, Prabha, everyone, good evening. Yes, can see the comments. Yes, here, comments are there. Perfect. Now, people, Jan 2026 mock test number 1. It was, I hope that some of you wrote the examination, tried to solve the questions. Some of you will have doubts there. I know that many guys would have found many mistakes in many questions. So we will discuss all the things. I'm good, everyone. I'm good. Good evening, sir. How many hours it will take? Maximum 2 hours. Maximum. Why? Because we should solve in 2 hours, right? So maximum 2 hours will take, excluding all these talking part, maximum 2 hours. Okay. Yes, very excited. Okay, perfect. We are going to start, people. So the first question. X is given as cube root of 28. Y is given as cube root of 27. Cube root of 27 is how much? We know that cube root of 27 is 3. Correct? Find the value of x plus y minus 1 divided by x square plus xy plus y square. That is the thing. People, first of all, we will just use calculator. We will not use any formulas or any kind of equations to solve this question. We will just use calculator. Okay, first of all, we need to find the value of cube root of 28. X is equal to what? 28 raised to 1 by 3, correct? How will you find the value of 28 cube root? Take your calculator, type 28 on your calculator, then root, how many times you will click? You know the shortcut, right? Root 12 times you will click, then minus 1, then multiply it with the power. Power is how much? 1 divided by 3, then plus 1 into equal to, how many times you will click into equal to? 12 times. When you click into equal to 12 times, you will get it as, I'll take the calculator, 22, then click, 28, click root, how many times? 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then minus 1. Multiply it with 1 divided by 3, then plus 1. Then into equal to, how many times? 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got it as around 3.037 something you are getting. So accordingly, I will write x is equal to 3.038. I am rounding it off. Okay, y is equal to, we know that it is equal to 3. Now substitute it, people. Substituting x plus y. X plus y is how much? 3 plus 3.038 is how much? 6.038 plus, minus 1 divided by x square. People, take your calculator and find the denominator for me. How are you going to find the denominator for me now? Take your calculator, type for first one x square. That means clear the memory. Type 3.038 into equal to, then click m plus. You got some value on your calculator. M plus you clicked also. Then x into y. That is 3.038 into 3. Again click m plus. Okay. Then last one is 3 square. That means 9. That means 3 into equal to m plus. Then click MRC. You are getting some value around 27.34 something you are getting. Now you click divide equal to. You are getting it as how much? 0.03657 something you are getting. Once you reduce it, how much are you getting? Change the sign plus the previous value 6.038, which is equal to 6.0014. The nearest answer is what? Option A. This is the easiest method, people. Hi Satya, everyone. I hope that you got the answer. This is the easiest method. Follow this method for the answer. Don't go for formula based. It will take a lot of time and you need to know the formula. That is even more complicated. Yes. Next one. Look at this question. For solve the equation for x, we need to find the value of x. What all things are given? Log of 8x minus 3 divided to the base x minus log of 4 to the base x is equal to 2. We know that log of a minus log of b is how much? The log of a by b. So this can be written as log of 8x minus 3 divided by 4. The entire thing to the base what? X, which is equal to how much? The 2. That we know. Then we need to find what? We need to take, we know this can be written as what? 8x minus 3 divided by 4. Take it to the power, take the inverse, which will be equal to x square. Now cross multiply. 8x minus 3 is equal to 4x square. It is coming as a quadratic equation. I'll just rearrange it. That means 4x square minus 8x plus 3 is equal to 0. People, from this you tell me what is the product of root. Product is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square, that is 3 by 4. Sum is equal to how much? The sum is equal to minus of coefficient of x, that is minus of minus 8 divided by 4, that is coefficient of x square, which is equal to how much? 2. Look at this, people. Look at this and tell me which one will give the product as 3 by 4. First one. 3 by 4 into 1 by 4 is how much? The 3 by 16. That means option A is wrong. Check this. 3 by 4 into 1 by 4 is how much? Again it is wrong. This one is also wrong. Check this option. 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 is how much? 3 by 4. So option B is your answer. Easiest way to get the answer. Okay people, I hope that you understood. Hi Mahalakshmi. Hello. Hello Shagu. Right answer the previous one. Now coming to the next question. I hope that everyone understood the method. Very easy, right? Yes. And it is one of the easiest mock test paper also. Product of cube root of 2. Cube root of 2 can be written as 2 raised to 1 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 4 into 32 raised to 1 by 12. People, everything should be there in terms of what? 2. So can I write it as 2 raised to 1 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 4 into 32 is what? 2 raised to 5. We know that. 2 raised to 5, the whole power 1 by 12. Now write everything. A raised to x into a raised to y into a raised to z is what? A raised to x plus y plus z. That means 2 raised to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 5 raised to 1 by 2 is how much? 5 into 1 by 2, that is, sorry, 5 raised to 1 by 12 is how much? 5 by 12. So people, take your calculator. Where is your calculator? Yes, my calculator is here. Clear the memory first. 1 divided by 3, m plus 1 divided by 4, m plus 5 divided by 12, m plus, then click MRC. That means 2 raised to 0.99999. That is approximately what? 2 raised to 1. Option B is your answer. Hello Raya. Hello Nisha. Right answer Nisha. Yes. Next one. Look at this question. One of the easiest question. We have solved this same type of question in the previous year attempt also. Yes. This is a very interesting question as well. If 2 raised to x is equal to 4 raised to y is equal to 8 raised to z. Okay. Then one more thing is given. 1 by 2x plus 1 by 4y plus 1 by 6z is equal to how much? 24 by 7. Find the value of z is the question. People, everything is given in terms of 2. So I will convert it accordingly. Can I write it as 2 raised to x is equal to 2 raised to 2y. We know that 4 is what? 2 square. So 2 square the whole raised to y is how much? 2 raised to 2y, which is equal to 2 raised to 3z. Correct? People, the bases are equal, then powers are also equal. Hi Nandu. Hello, hello. Yes, powers are also equal. That means x is equal to 2y is equal to 3z. We got that. Now substitute over here in terms of z. Why? Because we are finding the value of z or c, whatever way you call it. Yes. Now 1 by 2x. Can I write it as, instead of x, x is equal to how much? 3y. So I will write 3z. I'll write it as 3z, which is equal to plus 1 divided by 4y. 4y is how much? We know that 2y is equal to 3z. That means y is equal to how much? 3 by 2z. 4y will be how much? Multiply both sides with 4. That means 4y is equal to 4 into 3 by 2z. That means cancelling it, it will become 6z. So I will write it as 6z. This will be what? 2 into 3z is nothing but 6z. Plus 1 by 6z is equal to 24 divided by 7 people. Now, denominators are the same throughout. We need to add everything. 1 by 6z plus 1 by 3 6z plus 1 by 6z is how much now? 3 by 6z is equal to 24 by 7 people. Cross multiply and get me the answer for z. One of the easiest question. So, z, cross multiplying z to the other side, it will become what? Which will be equal to, so z goes to this side, everything else come to this side. That means 3 into 7 divided by 6 into 24. 3 and this got cancelled, that will become 2. So 7 by 48 is the value of z. So option C is your answer. One of the easiest question. Next one. Look here people, 3 types of wheat costing 18 rupees per kg, 20 rupees per kg and 25 rupees per kg are mixed together. We are mixing all of these together. If the mixed variety is sold at 22 per kg, that means the mixed variety is sold at what price now? 22 per kg. Then the ratio in which these types of wheat should be mixed respectively is how much? Is how much is the question? Okay, we will see. Now, Nishan, that's not a problem. When we are doing questions, mistakes are bound to happen. So, the only thing is that find the mistake and improve on it. Okay, that's not an issue. Okay, fine. This question. So, how many varieties are there? A is there, B is there, then C is there. Now, what is the price of A if you ask me? That is 18. Then B is how much? 20. And C is how much? 25. These are the price ranges given in the question. Now people, we are mixing all of this together and the mixture is having a value of how much now? 22 per kg. So people, can I write it as 18A plus 20B. It's A, B and C, we can take it as weight of them. Okay. Plus 25C divided by the total weight is how much? Right? X plus Y plus Z or A plus B plus C, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 22. Now, what's the next step? The easiest one is option hit people. Option hit, and whichever option is giving you LHS and RHS same, that's your answer. Here RHS is how much? RHS is 22. We need to check which option is giving you the answer. For me, the answer is option D. We will check with option D first. Option D means instead of A, you will put 1. Instead of B, you will put 1. Instead of C, you will put 2. That is 18 plus 20 plus 25 into 2 is how much? 50 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 2. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is how much? 4. Which is equal to how much? 18 plus 20 plus 50 divided by 4 is equal to 22, which is equal to RHS. That means option D is your right answer, people. That's the method. Next question. Another easy question. Age of a man is 4 times the sum of the ages of his 2 sons, and after 10 years his age will be double the sum of their years. Okay, or their ages. The present age of the man is how much is the question? Correct answer. Good. Yes. So from this, how can I write it down? I can write it as let the present age of the man be x, which is equal to 4 times. Correct? 4 times the sum of the ages of 2 sons. That means I can write it as 4 into a plus b. That is always fine, right? Yes, I can do that. Then what am I going to write? From the given question, one more thing is given. After 10 years, if my age is x, after 10 years, my age will be what? X plus 10. Correct? Yes. Which is equal to, it is double the sum. That means 2 times the sum of ages of their sons. That means a plus. First son's age will be how much? A plus 10. Second son's age will be how much? B plus 10. Because initially their sum of the ages was, their ages was A and B. Now it is A plus 10 and B plus 10. Hi David. Hi. Yes. Now from this we can rewrite the thing. X plus 10 is equal to 2 into A plus B plus how much? Plus 20. Everyone got till here. Now we got one more value. A plus B is how much from the given first step? We can write it as A plus B is equal to x divided by 4. I am taking 4 to the other side. So instead of A plus B, we will substitute x by 4 and we will find the answer. So x plus 10, which is equal to 2 into x by 4 plus 20. Now from this open the bracket the x plus 10 which is equal to x by 2 plus 2 into 20 is how much? 40. Now take accordingly you can take this to this side. That means it will be x minus x by 2 is how much? The x by 2 is equal is itself which is equal to 10 goes to the other side. That means it will become minus 10. 40 minus 10 is how much? 30. X is equal to how much? 60. So answer of the man's age is how much? 60. This is the method, people. Or you can use option hitting also. Okay, next one. What will be the value of k if the roots of the equation k minus 4 into x square minus 2k into x plus k plus 5 is equal to 0? For these questions, can't we do option checking? Yes, that's what I told her. We can check with the option also. That is also perfectly fine. But here two people are involved. That's why I didn't go with that. Okay. Are equal. Here roots are equal, right? Roots are equal means b square minus 4ac should be equal to 0. B square minus 4ac. B value is how much? The minus 2k. That means minus 2k the whole square is how much? 4k square is equal to 4ac. 4 into a is how much? K minus 4. Then c is how much? K plus 5. People, the easiest way to solve is from this step itself directly go for option hitting. Option hit. How are you going to option hit? Instead of k, you will substitute a value. For example, instead of k, you are putting option B 20. Substitute here. 4 into 20 square. LHS is 4 into 20 square. LHS is equal to, take your calculator, 4 into 400, that is 1600. 1600. Now we are going to take RHS. RHS is nothing but 4 into 20 minus 4 is how much? Da 16 into 20 plus 5 is how much? Da 25. Take your calculator. 4 into 16 into 25 which is equal to 1600 which is equal to our LHS. That means option B is your right answer. Okay. What happened? Next one. The roots of cubic equation x cube minus 7x plus 6 is equal to 0 are what is the question? People, how are they asking this question now? Now I am telling you, for the last 3 attempts, if you ask me, there was a question from cubic equation, correct? That means we need to know how to solve a question based on cubic equation. People, we know that sum of the roots of a cubic equation is nothing but minus of coefficient of x square. Here there is any coefficient of x square? No, that means sum of the root is nothing but 0. Product is how much? Product is nothing but minus of constant term, that is 6, divided by coefficient of x cube, that is how much? 1, which is equal to minus 6. People, look at the option and tell me which is giving you sum as 0 and product as minus 6. People, 1 into 2 into 3 will be always plus 6. That means option A is wrong. This is also wrong. Either B or C. Now, looking at the sum part, 1 minus 2 is how much? Minus 1. Minus 1 plus 3 is how much? Minus 1 plus 3 is 2. That means sum is 2. That means option B is also wrong. Option C is our answer. Easiest way. So, but when the other videos of the last 12 attempt BIQ videos come for other chapter, yes, we will be solving. I told you, right? Before our new year, before Jan 1st, we will be solving all the chapters. That's the thing I'm telling you. All the last 12 attempts we will be solving of all the subjects for you. All the chapters, not the subject, all the chapters of our subject, quantitative aptitude. Next one. If the arithmetic mean between roots of a quadratic equation is 8, that means alpha plus beta divided by 2 is how much? The arithmetic mean means 2 roots are there. Alpha plus beta divided by 2 is 8. From there, alpha plus beta is equal to cross multiply it is 16. Previous year question only. Geometric mean between them is 5. That means root of alpha beta, that means product of alpha and beta is equal to how much? The root of product of alpha and beta is 5. From that, find alpha beta. Product of the root is how much? Square both sides, which is 25. So people, what is the general form? The x square minus of sum of roots into x plus product of the roots, which is equal to 0. It's our general form of a quadratic equation. Looking at that, answer is x square minus sum is how much? The sum is 16. X plus product is how much? The 25, which is equal to 0. Looking at that option, B is your right answer. I hope that you got it. Next one. Shaded area is represented. Shaded area. Okay, this area. Many printing mistakes are there. Yes, I'll show you many other questions where more printing mistakes are there. Actually, in mock test, usually what we see is many printing mistakes will be there usually. So you should always expect printing mistakes in mock test 2 also, which is going to come soon. Okay. So the shaded area is represented by which of the following option is your answer? Check the first option. X plus y. What is the method we are going to solve? I'll tell you. I'm taking first option. X plus y greater than 0. Greater than 6. That is there in three options. Except option B, all the other options it is there. So I am substituting x is equal to 0. Put x is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. That means 0 greater than 6. Is 0 greater than 6? No. That means this line is not going towards, the area is not going towards the origin. It is going away from the origin. That is correct in this part. That means option B is wrong. Either it be option A, C or D. Now check the next one. 2x minus y greater than 0. That means 2x greater than y. Now for this I am going to assume this is the line. Okay, this is the line. I'll use another color so that you can easily understand that. I'll use blue color. So I am writing a point 1 comma 0. Okay, 1 comma 0. I am going to substitute x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. People put that 2 greater than 1 second. 2x equal to 2 greater than y. Yeah, 2 greater than y, which is equal to 2 greater than y. That means 1 second. 2 is, yes, 2 is greater than y. Looking at that, what is happening now? 2 is greater than 0. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. That means the graph should have been towards this part of the area. You tell me now, how will the graph look like? Is it option A? Is it option B? Or is it option C? You should tell me looking at that option. You can comment it over here. Very direct question, previous year question. You just look at it. Okay. Randomly, you can assume any points on the curve. Yes, it is correct. Now, if you ask me, 2 is greater than 0. That means the graph is towards this side. Correct? Yes, I am only solving it. Fine. Yes. Now, people, you tell me, what is the common area between this graph? Yes, this is the graph. Option A is your answer. Yes. It's always better to solve everything in the class than homework, right? Yes. Now, the next question. A dietitian recommends mixture of 2 kinds of foods to a person so that the mixture contain at least means what type of at least means? Greater than or equal to at least 200 marks you should get, means you should get greater than or equal to 200 marks to pass the examination. Similar to that. 45 units of carbs, 25 units of protein, 15 units of fat, then 15 units of fiber. Then the above content of nutrients are available in the foods as below. Food 1 is 20 carbs, food 2 is 10 carbs. Likewise, it is given. People, at least is the case. That means always if I am calling this as x and this as y, it should be 20x plus 10y. At least means greater than or equal to 45 units. That means looking at that, option A is wrong, option B is wrong, option D is wrong. The only possible answer is option C is your answer. Got the point? Yes. Next one. We are going to Mathematics of Finance, chapter 4. The present value of sequence of payments of 800 made at an end of every 6 months and continuing forever. Forever means what? The perpetuity we are considering. If money is worth 4% per annum compounded semi-annually, so I will become what? I by 2 or 4% by 2, which is equal to 2%. So how will you find the perpetuity? I by I, which is equal to 800 divided by 2%. 800 divided by 2% is equal to how much? You got the answer? 40,000. Yes. 800 divided by 2% is 40,000. Option B is your answer. Next question. What sum of money invested now could establish a scholarship of 2,500 or 2,500, which is to be awarded at the end of every month forever? Again a question. Forever means perpetuity again is coming into the picture. Yes. If money is worth 4% compounded annually, people, A value is given, A is equal to 2,500, I value is given, that is 4%. Take your calculator and get me the answer. 2,500 or 2,500 divided by 4%. Answer is 2500 divided by 4. Then click what? Percentage. You are getting 62,500. I hope that you got the answer. Right answer, everyone. Right. Perfect. Good. Very good. Next one. Manoj invests. Sorry, I missed a question. This question. In how many years will a sum of money becomes 4 times of itself at 12% simple interest? I told you the method always. 100 becomes how much da? 4 times means 4 times of 100 is how much da? 400. Here SI is how much? SI is equal to 400 minus 100 is 300. People, what is the easiest method? Type 300 divided by 12. Don't click percentage. 300 divided by 12, which is equal to 25. Another previous year question. Yes. Next one. Manoj invests 12,000 at 6% per annum simple interest to obtain a total amount of 14,880. What is the time for which the amount was invested? Direct question, people. They are asking us to find the value of time. People, as I told you, we will not be starting many formulas from this part. We'll just use the basic formula. We know that A is equal to P plus PTR percentage. So A is how much now? 14,000. Amount is, it is becoming how much? 14,880. So amount is this much. This is what? Principal. Then this is what? Rate percentage. A is how much now? 14,880 minus P. P is coming to this side. P is how much? 12,000, which is equal to, P is how much? 12,000 into T is how much? We need to find. R is how much? I'll write R first, that is 6% into T. People, just use calculator. So 14,880 minus 12,000 is equal to 2,880. Then you need to divide it by how much? Divide by 12,000. Then divide by 6. Then click percentage. You got the answer as 4 years. Just use calculator. Don't even write things, people. Just use calculator. Understood the method? 2,880 divided by 12,000 divided by 6. Then click what? Percentage on your calculator. Understood? Next one. The same, another previous year question. We solved the same question in our marathon also. You can check that also. The simple interest if the principal is 2,000 and the rate and time are roots of the equation. People, what was the method I told you? Here the equation is given x square minus 11x plus 30 is equal to 0. Product is how much? Product we know that, which is equal to 30 because constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Sum is equal to what? The minus of coefficient of x, that is minus of minus 11 divided by what? Divided by x coefficient of x square, that means 11. People, what two numbers will give product as 30 and sum as 11? So the numbers will be what? The numbers are 6 and 5. That means, how did you know that? 6 into 5 is how much? 30. 6 plus 5 is how much? 11. So I am taking time is equal to 6 and R is equal to 5. Very easy to get. Now you tell me the next one. 1 second. Yes. Time is equal to 6 and R is equal to 5. Now we can take the ulta also. If you want to take time is equal to 5 and R is equal to 6, that is also fine. It is not going to change your answer because what are we finding? We are finding simple interest, that is PTR percentage. We have everything. P value is how much? 2000. Take your calculator. 2000 into 6 into 5. Then click percentage. How much is the answer? 600 is the answer. Next one. The effective rate of interest does not depend upon what the amount of principal. You know the formula of effective rate of interest, right? What is the effective rate of interest formula? 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1 into 100. Is there any principal value or P value over there? Nope. That means option A is the answer. Another repeated previous year question. Usually what happens in mock test paper is, usually they'll take the previous year question paper and from that they will directly take questions. That's the usual way. The future value of annuity of 5,000. So that means annuity amount is how much? 5,000 made annually for 8 years. N value is how much? 8 years at an interest of I is equal to 9%. Then compounded annually is how much? We need to find the future value. What is the formula for future value? Is it annuity regular or annuity due? It is annuity regular because they didn't mention at the end of the year or beginning of the year. They didn't mention anything. That means we will go for annuity regular. That means A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. People, this 1 plus I the whole power n is given in the question. That is how much? 1.99256. So A is how much? 5000 divided by I is how much? I can write it as 0.09. That is 0.09 into 1 plus I the whole raised to n is already given. That is 1.99256. From that I am reducing minus 1. That will become 0.99256. Now people, take your calculator. 5000 multiplied with 0.99256 divided by 0.09. How much is your answer, people? You are getting it as 55142. Another previous year question. Now the next one. Suppose your parent, okay, decides to open a PPF account in a bank towards your name with 10,000 every year from today. From today is important because annuity due is coming into the picture. Okay, yes. From today, for the next years, when you receive and get 8.5% per annum interest rate compounded annually, what is the present value? People, how will you find the answer? The easiest way to find present value is you can use your GT method on your calculator or the GT button. So present value is nothing but what? The A into GT factor. Okay, now one important thing is there, since it is present value of annuity due, you need to multiply this GT factor with what? The 1 plus I. Correct? Yes. Now take your calculator. How will you find the GT factor value over here? Now 1.085, because I value is 0.085, you can write it as 1.085. Then click divide. Equal to how many years? For the next how many years? It is not actually mentioned in the question. It was a previous year question. I have solved it in the, I think in the marathon I have solved it. It is actually 15 years. There is an error in the question. Another error. Okay, another mistake in the question. So divide, then click equal to how many years? 15 times. Take your calculator. 1.085. Then click divide. Equal to how many times? 15 times itself we need to click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then click GT. You might got 8.3042 something you would have got. Multiplied with 1 plus I. 1 plus I is how much? 1 plus I is how much? That is 1.085 multiplied with 1.085. That means you got this much value. Okay. Then you need to multiply it with the A value. A is how much? A is nothing but 10,000. If you multiply it with 10,000, you got it as how much? Which is equal to 90100. Option C is your answer. So how to calculate without GT button? You should use the formula of present value. What is the formula for present value? You can either use the normal formula, future value divided by 1 plus I the whole raised to n, or you can use the minimized formula which we have discussed in the marathon. You can check that once. That way you can solve it. But for me, GT method is the easiest one. Anyway, it will be useful for you in FM in the future, financial management in the intermediate. So try to buy a calculator with GT button itself. Okay. So what will be the future value of an annuity 2500 made annually for 12 years at an interest rate of 5% compounded annually? People, what are they asking us? They are asking us future value. What is the formula for future value? A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. A is how much? 2500 or 2500 multiplied with 1 plus I the whole power n is again given the question. That is how much? 1.7958 minus 1 divided by I is how much? We already know that is 5%. That can be written as 0.05. Take your calculator, do it. First reduce this. That will become 0.7958 multiplied with 2500 divided by 0.05. How much you got? 39,790. Option B is your 39,790 is your answer. I hope that you got it. Hi Nagendra Kumar. Hello. Okay, next one can we try? EPS of a company for 5 years is given below. It is a previous year question, people. Year 2019, 2020 until 2023 is given. The EPS value for the first year till last year is given. Everything is given. Calculate CAGR. CAGR, I told you the formula 1 plus. Usually I would have told you like this. 1 plus option raised to T2 minus or Tn minus T0 is equal to value n divided by value 0. Here people, what I consider as the first time period, that is 2019. This one you can take it as T0. This one is how much now? Tn. Then this is how much? V0. This is how much? Vn. People, RHS. RHS is equal to how much? Vn by V0 is how much now? That is nothing but 90 divided by 40, which is equal to 90 divided by 40 is equal to 2.25. Now we are going to find the LHS. LHS is nothing but 1 plus option. 1 plus option raised to Tn minus 2, T0 is how much? 2023 minus 2019. That is equal to how much? 4. Raised to 4. One by one option we will check. Whichever option is giving LHS is equal to RHS, that's your answer. Got the method? Take your calculator. So first option is 1.2. 1 plus option means 1 plus 24.47 percentage. You will get it as 1.2447. That is the LHS. Then into equal to how many times? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. How much you got? Which is equal to, when you try option A, you will get it as 2.40, which is not equal to RHS. That means option A is wrong. Try option B. 1.2347 into equal to how many times? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That is option B. We will get it as 2.32 something, which is not equal to RHS. Now try option C. Option B is wrong. Then 1.2247 into equal to 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You got it as option C. You got it as 2.249, which is approximately equal to our RHS. So option C is your right answer. Got the method. Now go for the next one. Same question, same method, same type of question, same method. If the initial investment of 4 lakh becomes 6 lakh, that means Vn is this much, V0 is this much. For 24 months, that means Tn minus T0 is 24 months means how many years? That 24 divided by 12, that is 2 years. Tn minus T0 is how much? 2. Then the compound annual growth rate, same method, use Mari, get me the answer. 1 plus option, the whole part, Tn minus T0 is equal to Vn by V0. RHS is equal to what? Vn by V0 is how much? 6 lakh divided by 4 lakh, which is equal to how much? 6 by 4, which is equal to 1.5. That is your RHS. Find me LHS. LHS you can go for option B. That is 1 plus 22.4 percentage. It will become what? 1.224. The whole power 2. Type that 1.224 into equal to how many times? 1 time. You got it as 1.498, which is approximately equal to 1.5, which is our RHS. So option B is your right answer, people. I hope that you got the answer. Yes, right answer. Nisha, Shagu, yes, Srishti, Priya, everyone right answer. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Next one. We'll go for the next one. Then, how much money is required to be invested every year? Every year we need to invest. That means we should understand annuities involved. To accumulate 6 lakh. Accumulation means what? That is future value. This 6 lakh is what? It is nothing but future value. At the end of 10 years, end means what? Annuity regular. Then 10 years means n is equal to 10. If the interest compounded yearly, I is equal to 0.1, then get me the value of annuity. How much money is to be invested means we need to find the value of A. So what is the formula for future value of annuity regular? A by I into 1 plus I, the whole power n minus 1. So here is a small mistake in the given value. So if you use the given value, you will not get the right answer. There is a small mistake over here. So we are going to ignore that and we are going to find the value. Future value, that is 6 lakh. How many zeros does a lakh has? 5 zeros. So 6 lakh is equal to A by I is how much? 0.1 into 1 plus I, that is 1.1, the whole power. N is how much? How many years n is equal to 10. That means 10 minus 1. Now just use calculator, get me the answer. How are you going to use the calculator? Find 1.1 the whole raised to 10. How will you find that? 1.1 into equal to how many times? 9 times. Then minus 1. Then divide it using 0.1 because denominator there is a 0.1. Then we need to take this entire value to the right hand side, correct? this entire value, we should take it to the right hand side. How will you take it to the right hand side? Click divide equal to, multiply it with what is there in the right hand side, that is 6 lakh. You will get the answer. How much is the answer now? 376447. Now let me check. I'll also do it along with you. 1.1 into equal to how many times? 9 times. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then minus 1. Then divide it with 0.1. Then click divide equal to, multiply it with 6 lakh people. How much is the answer? 37647. Option C is your answer. Good. Next one. We are going to another type of question. We are going to the next chapter, that is chapter 5. The number of 4 letters word with or without meaning that can be formed out of the letters of the word wonder if repetition of letters is not allowed is the question, people. Very easy to get the answer. How many letters are there in total? 6 letters are there in total. You can directly go for the answer. 6 letters are there in total. From that, we take how much the number of 4 letter words, correct? We need to take 6p4, which is equal to 6 into 5 into 3 into 2. How much is the answer? 6 into 5 into 3 into 2, which is 1 second, 6 into, so I missed one. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. Sorry. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3, which is equal to 360. Option D is your answer. Next one. Yes, option D is the answer. Okay. The number of 6-digit number that can be formed by using the digits 1, 2, 1, 2, 0, 2. So these are the given digits. Repetition is there. Yes, repetition is there. So accordingly, we should do it. I'll tell you the method, people. So 6-digit number we should form, right? So 6-digit means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 digits are there. Correct? Now, people, can 0 sit in the first place here? If 0 is the starting digit, it will automatically become what? A 5-digit number. That is not at all possible. So you cannot put 0 over here. 0 can't sit here. So how many people can sit there? Only 5 people can sit there. Then into 0 can sit in the second place. Along with that, all the other people can sit except the person who already sat. That means 5 people can sit over there. If 2 people already sat, how many are remaining? 4 are remaining. If 3 people already sat, how many are remaining? How many digits are remaining? 3 digits are remaining. If 2 into 1. So this one everyone understood, right? But people, one important part over here is 2 is repeated 3 times and 1 is repeated 2 times. So we need to divide it with 2 is repeated how many times? 3 times. That means divide with 3 factorial. Also divide it with how much factorial? 1 is repeated 2 times means we need to divide it with 2 factorial. People, take your calculator. We know 3 factorial is how much? 6. Take your calculator. 5 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 3 factorial is how much? 6. That means divided by 6. Then again divided by 2. How much is the answer you are getting? You are getting it as 50. What did we do? First take 1 second. Yes, first take your calculator. Take it like 5 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. Then divided by 6 divided by 2. You are getting it as 50. Option A is your answer. I hope that is clear for you. Next one. In an examination, there are 4 multiple choices questions and each question has 4 choices. Number of ways fails to number of ways, another mistake is there. Yes, number of ways a person, you can write it as a person, fails to get all the answers correct. Okay, all the answers should not be correct. That is the question. People, I think I already told this type of question in our examination. I already discussed it and we have already discussed in marathon also. How many ways? If 2 options are there, how many ways you can answer? 2 raised to n. If 4 options are there, how many ways you can answer? 4 raised to n. Okay, so total way of answering is 4 raised to n. How many questions are there? Here 4 questions. That means 4 raised to 4 is the total way of answering. Total, which is 4 raised to 4 is how much? 4 into equal to how many times? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That is 256. Out of this, all the questions can be correct in only one way, right? All questions can be Correct. In how many ways now? Only one way. That means first question correct, second question correct, third question correct, fourth question correct. All the questions can be correct only in one way. Now, what is the question? Number of ways fails to get all answers correct. Fails to get means what? Total minus all questions correct. That is nothing but 256 minus 1, which is equal to how much? 255. Option C is your answer. Got the point? Yes. In a party, every person shake hands with each other person. If there are 105 handshakes in total, people, I told you, handshakes, what is the formula? NC2. NC2 is equal to how much over here? 105. NC2 means what? NP2 divided by 2 factorial, which is equal to 105. Option hit, people, you will get the answer very fast. Option hitting method is what? Instead of N, try option A. That means 15p2 divided by 2 factorial. 15p2 is nothing but what? 15 into 14 divided by 2. 2 factorial is how much? 2. So 15 into 14 divided by 2, which is equal to 105, which is equal to our RHS. That means option A is your right answer. Got it? Next one. We are going to the next chapter, that is GP and AP, sequence and series. Okay. Sum of infinite GP is sum of infinite GP is how much is the question? What is the given terms? 10 minus 8, 6.4, etc. etc. is given in the question. Looking at that, A is equal to how much? First term is how much? 10. Then you tell me the second term is minus 8. That means R is equal to how much? Second term divided by first term, which is equal to common ratio, which is equal to minus 0.8. R is equal to this much. Now, what is the method for finding sum of infinite terms of a GP? S infinity is equal to A divided by 1 minus R. A is how much? 10 divided by 1 minus R is how much? 1 minus of minus 0.8 is how much? 1 plus 0.8, that is 10 divided by 1.8. Take your calculator. 10 divided by 1.8. 10 divided by 1.8 is equal to 5.55555, etc. etc. Now check which option is giving you that answer. Check option A. 50 divided by 9, that is 5.555. Option A is your answer. Option hitting is the easiest way if you are bad with taking common and cancelling. Okay, directly use calculator and get it. Next one, people. If the nth term of an AP is 2n plus 1, the sum of its first 20 terms of this AP is how much is the question? We need to find the sum of first 20 terms. That means S20 is equal to what? 20 by 2. That is formula is what? N by 2 into A plus AN. Here it is how much? 20 by 2 is how much? 10 into A plus AN. Now people, how will you find the first term? A value. A1 is equal to 2. Instead of N, you will put 1. 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. A1 is equal to 3. AN means A20. Correct? A20 over here. A20 means instead of N, you will put 20. That means 2 into 20 plus 1, which is 41. So substitute 10 into 2. A is how much? 3. 3 plus 41, which is equal to, that is 44,440 is your answer. Option C is your answer. I hope that you got it. Right answer, yes. Correct. Yes, perfect. Yes, Nagendra, Nisha. Yes, Shruti, everyone. Good. Yes, next one. Let A, B, C be an AP. Okay, I'm assuming it as. I already told you whenever questions like this come, assume that A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3. Because they are an AP. Common difference is how much? 1. So first term is 1, A is 1, B is 2 and C is 3. Then if P is the AM between A and B, P is equal to AM means arithmetic mean 1 plus 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 1.5. Then Q is the arithmetic between B and C, that is nothing but 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 2.5. Then B is equal to how much is the question? B is equal to, try using options. We know that B is equal to 2. Now first option, P plus Q by 2. P plus Q by 2 means option A. We are checking. P is how much? 1.5 we found. Plus Q is how much? 2.5. which divided by 2, that is how much now? 1.5 plus 2.5, I know that it is 4, still divided by 2, which is equal to 2, which is equal to our 2 value or B value. So option A is your right answer. Very easy, right? Next one, people. If the sum of two extreme numbers of an AP with 4 terms is 8 and the product of the remaining two middle term is 15, then the greatest number will be how much is the question. People, we need to make an assumption when 4 numbers are involved. I'll assume it usual. What is the usual way of assumption which we have learned? A minus 3D, comma, A minus D, then A plus D, comma, A plus how much D da? 3D. This is the way of assuming when we have 4 terms. Similarly, we have assumptions for 5 terms, 6 terms, 7 terms. Likewise, we have everything. Correct? Now we need to check. So the sum of two extremes. Extreme means A minus 3D and A plus 3D. Take that extremes, A plus 3D and A minus 3D. What is the sum? A minus 3D plus A plus 3D, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 8. Minus 3D plus 3D cancel. What is remaining? 2A is equal to 8. A is equal to 4. Then what else is given in the question? Product of remaining two terms is 15. Remaining two terms, that means the middle terms. Correct? Middle terms. Correct. That means A minus D into A plus D is equal to how much? 15. We know one thing, people. What is the thing we know about it? A minus D into A plus D is how much? A square minus D square. We are learning from very young age onwards how to solve like that, right? Which is equal to 15. We have the A value. A value is how much? 15. 4. That means A square is 16. A4 square is 16 minus D square is equal to 15. Take D square to the other side and 15 to this side. That means 16 minus 15 is equal to D square. D square is equal to 1. That means D is equal to plus or minus 1. Now we will check with the options whether we should take plus 1 or minus 1. Now, which is the highest number? The greatest number is A plus 3D. We are going to take that. A plus, instead of D, I am going to put 1. 4 plus 3 into 1, which is equal to 7. Looking at that, option B is your right answer. Okay, people. Next one. Another easy question. If A is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B is equal to set of 2, 4, 6, C is equal to set of 3, 4, 6, then A union B intersection C is the question. A union B is how much? You tell me A union B. We need to write all the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is A union B. Intersection C. Intersection C means 3, 4, 6. What is the common value between this? 3 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there, 4 is there, 6 is there, 6 is there. That means answer is option A, set of 3, 4, 6. That if I give, I have completed 2, made note that you have been short and simplified. Thanks for easy and understanding. Okay. Yes. Good. Thank you. Do well in your examination. Solve more questions. Okay. You'll be able to clear at ease. Okay. If A is equal to set of A comma B, B is equal to set of X comma Y comma Z, then the number of relations from A to B. What is the formula for number of relations from A to B? 2 raised to number of elements in A into number of elements in B, which is equal to 2 raised to 2 into 3, which is equal to 2 raised to 6. 2 raised to 6 is how much? 64 is your answer. Option D is your answer. Next one, another very good question. In an election, two candidates A and B contested. Y percentage of the voters voted for A and Y plus 30% of the voters voted for B. If 20% of the voters did not vote, okay, then what is the value of Y is the question. People, you tell me. If I am taking total 100%, okay, 100 people are there. Let it be like 100 votes are there. Out of that, how many did not vote? 20 did not vote. Am I correct? Yes. Then how many voted? 80 voted. Correct? Now we know that Y percentage of the voted for A and Y plus 30% voted for B. So can I write it as this 80 is nothing but Y plus 30. Why did I take Y and Y plus 30? Because I am not considering percentage. I assume that 100 votes are only there. That's why I did it like this. From there I can write it this 30 goes to the other side. 80 minus 30 is how much? 50, which is equal to y plus y is how much? 2y. So y is equal to how much? 25. Option B is your answer. Very good question, right? Yes, make a note of it. There is a high chance that it can come for your examination in the future. Which of the following relation is a function? What is the condition for a function? The domain elements. That means the first x values should not repeat. That is the condition. Here x values are repeating. Yes, 3 is repeated 2 times. It is not a function. Here yes, 2 is repeated 2 times. It is not a function. This one 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Everything is unique. Here look the 1, 2, 3. 3 is repeated. That means this is also not a function. Only option C is a function. Yes. The slope. We are going to the next chapter, that is calculus, where many people would have skipped. Okay. The slope of tangent. One of the easiest chapter. I don't know why people are skipping this chapter. Maybe because it is very vast. Okay, don't think that it is too much. It is always easy to crack this chapter. The slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to x square minus x at the point where line y is equal to 2 cuts the curve in the first quadrant. Okay, people. First of all, I'll just give a glimpse about that. First quadrant is this, second, etc., etc. is going. Now we are going to talk about the first quadrant. What is the speciality of first quadrant? X and y are positive in the first quadrant. That is the speciality of our first quadrant. Correct? Now people, we need to see tangent of the curve. How to find tangent of the curve? Derivative of y you will take, that is dy by dx. Derivative of x square is how much? 2x minus derivative of x is how much? 1. Okay, that means 2x minus 1 is our our tangent or the slope of the tangent given over here. Now people, what else what else is given? They are telling y is equal to 2 cuts the curve. That means I can take it as y is equal to x square minus x. From that I am going to find the value of x. That is the basic thing. So from this I am going to write x square minus x is equal to y value is how much over here given, which is equal to 2 because it is cutting at 2. Then from that x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Look here, here sum is equal to 1, product is equal to minus 2. Which all numbers will give product as minus 2 and sum as 1? 2 comma minus 1. So that since it is cutting at a positive quadrant, x is equal to how much? 2. We will ignore minus 1. Got the point? X is equal to 2. Then what is the question? Now we need to find the value of, yes, instead of x you will put 2 minus 1, which is equal to 4 minus 1 3. Option B is your answer. Good question. Now if the total cost of producing x units of a commodity given by C of x is equal to 1 by 3x cube plus 2x square minus 5x plus 10, then the marginal cost at x is equal to 5 is the question. Marginal cost means what? We need to take the derivative of cost function. That is nothing but derivative of x cube is how much? 3x square, then divided by 3 is there, plus derivative of x square is how much? 2x. 2 into 2 is how much? 4x, minus for derivative of 5 x is how much? 1. So 5 is already there. Let it be there. Now derivative cost function we found. Then we need to put what? We need to put x is equal to 3 and 3 got cancelled. That is x square. Put x is equal to 5, which is equal to 25 plus 5 square is how much? 25. 25 plus 20 minus 5, which is equal to 40. Looking at that, none of the option is satisfied. There is a mistake in the question. You will get 1 grace mark if such a question come for examination. Okay, yes, one person asked for previous question. This is the question, right? Here we found the derivative. Why did we take the derivative? We were finding the slope. The question is what are the slope of the tangent to the curve? That is the question. We need to find the value of the slope. Correct? So first we found the derivative. That is how much? 2x minus 1. Then we need to find the value of x. So that we substitute the x value over there and we will get the exact value of the slope, which is 3. At the end we will get. So from this y is equal to x square minus x. You can substitute y value over here because it is given in the question. Y is equal to 2. Then from there you found the value of x, which is equal to how much now? Which is equal to 2. Substitute it over here. You will get the value of that. Sir, is your marathon enough? The concepts, every concept is discussed in the marathon. That conceptually everything is there. Solving more question is up to you. For that I am solving the previous 12 attempt question, MTP question, RTP question. That is the reason why I am doing that. So first finish the marathon, then watch all the PYP, MTP, whatever questions I am solving. Solve that. It will be more than enough. Okay, well and good. If you want more, you need to buy the paid version. It is there. 4,200 or 1,250 something rupees it is available. That also it's there. It is for like 170 hours something content is there. That is also well and good. Okay. Yes. If the total cost of producing X unit of a commodity is given, that is 360 minus 12x plus 2x square, then the level of output at which the total cost is minimum. People, how will you find the total cost is minimum? Take the derivative of this. D by dx of C is equal to how much? Which is equal to minus 12 plus 4x, because derivative of 360 is how much? 0. Derivative of 12 is, the constant will come outside. Derivative of x is how much? 1. So minus 12 plus 4x is dy by, so dc by dx. Now in order to equate to 0, to find the value, put dc by dx is equal to 0. From that, 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. X is equal to how much? 12 by 4, which is equal to 3. Option D is your answer. Yes, correct. Option checking also we can do. Next one. If the function of a product is given by MC, if the cost function is given by 10 minus 4x plus 3x square, fixed cost is 500. What do you mean by fixed cost? When x is 0, that means there is no units. When no units of production is happening, there is already a fixed cost. When x is equal to 0, cost C is equal to how much? 500. Then the total cost function is how much? They have given marginal cost, that is what? dc by dx. We need to take the integral part of it, that is C is equal to integral of 10 minus 4x plus 3x square into dx. So 10 will become what? 10x minus 4x square will become what? 4x will become what? 4x square divided by 2 minus 3x square will become what? 3 plus, sorry, not minus, plus 3x cube divided by 3 plus c. Now people just cancel things off. It will become what? Which is equal to 10x minus 2x square plus x cube plus c. Now for the constant value, how will you put instead of x, instead of c, you can directly put it as 500, which is equal to 10x minus 2x square plus x cube plus 500. So looking at that, option B is your answer. Okay, all right, so thank you, Abu. Yes, nail the exam. Yes, you need to do that. Finish off and get good marks. Yes. And what I want is always quantitative aptitude should be your scoring paper. You should score the maximum mark in quantitative aptitude. Doesn't matter you like maths or you don't like maths. At the end, if you study and solve all the questions, you will be able to do that. Okay, now? Yes. Next one, 37th question. What was that? Options are incorrect. Options are incorrect. That's fine. Yes, it should have been 40. Next one. If the marginal revenue function of a commodity is this much, then the revenue function, same method, d by dx is given, that is how much? 2x minus 9x square. How will you find revenue? Take the integral of it, or integrate it. R is equal to integral of 2x minus 9x square into dx. Okay, then integral of 2x is how much? 2x square divided by 2 minus 9 into x cube divided by 3 plus c. Cancel x square minus 3x cube plus c. X square minus 3x cube plus c. You can go for option C, because revenue function nothing is given regarding cost function, so you can ignore the constant. Nothing is given regarding the x value or when this before the production, but nothing is given, so you can directly go for that. Find the next term. Very easy. Of the given terms, 1 greater than, so 1 become 5, then 5 become 14, that is 9, then 16, then 25, then 36. Whenever you get a question based on number series, you can go for what? You can go for the common difference. You can check, or the difference between second term and first term. So wrong question, we must attend the answer. This is not necessary to attend. You will get a grace mark. Yes. This is nothing but 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square. Next number should be what? 7 square. 7 square is how much? 49. 91 plus 49 is how much? That is nothing but 140. Option B is your answer. Next one, find the missing value in the series 51, 52, 60, 87, 151 dash 492. This is 1. This is how much? 8. This is how much? 27. This is how much? 27. Then this is 64, etc., etc. That means this is 1 cube. This is 8 is what? 2 cube. Then 27 is what? 3 cube. 64 is what? 4 cube. Next one should be 5 cube. So 5 cube is how much? 125. 151 plus 125 is how much? 276. Option C, B is your answer. Next one. In a certain chord, if tour is written as this much, clear is written as 5, 6 this much, spare is written as this much, then we should find the value for TEARS. People, it is a letter to digit coding. Now looking at this, we will go for the first one. We will check the second letter, E. Looking at this, E means what? E is 7. So E is second letter 7 is coming in which all options? Only coming in option A and option D. Now we will go for the last letter, that is yes. Yes means what? The first letter of this, that is 9. Where is 9 coming? Option D is your answer. So this is the exam approach, people. You should go for this type of solving in exam. Otherwise, you will lose time finding all the letter values and all. It doesn't matter. Okay. In a certain chord, ripple is written this way, life is written this way, then how pillar is written. People, looking at this, we will first go for the middle two, LL. L is what? L is coded as 8. That means you can ignore this one. So it should be 8 in all the values. Now go for the first letter, P. P is what? Looking at this, P is equal to 3. That means first one should be 3. Looking at that, this option is wrong. Now try what is I. I is what? I is 1. That means 3, 1. So option A is your answer. This is the method. Understood? Next one. In a series of letters, which one is odd one out? B, D, F, H, J, L, N, P, R, T, V, X, C, Z, B, D, E. Check. B is becoming D. That means CD plus 2. D is becoming F, EF plus 2. F is becoming H. That means GH plus 2. J is becoming L, JKL plus 2. L plus 2. Then N plus 2. R is becoming RST plus 2. Plus 2. VWX plus 2. Z is becoming B, AB plus 2. Then B is becoming D, CD plus 2. D is becoming E, DE. That is plus 1. So this is the odd one. Option D is your answer. Next one, we will use our shortcut. That is the easiest way to get the answer down. Now, Lakshman went 15 km. What did I tell you when I get a question from logical reasoning? Usually I should read from the last line. Look at the last line. In which direction he is moving now? That means he is moving in which direction is the question. So finally he is moving in which direction is the question. He went 15 kilometers in the north. So initially he is going in the north direction. Then he turned west. Then he turned south. Finally turned east. So finally he is moving in which direction? The east direction. Option A is the answer. Don't even need to draw. You will get the answer faster. Now we will read the last line. In which direction is the market from his house? From his house is the initial point. Market is the final point. So how, with respect to the initial point, which direction is the final point is the question. Manu wants to go to a market. He starts from the house towards north direction and reaches a crossing after how many meter? 30 meter. He turns to east and goes 10 meter. Then again moves towards south straight and walk how much meter? 30 meter. Now we know north and south are opposite to each other. 30 and 30 will get cancelled off. What will remain? East 10 will remain. So what is the answer? East is the answer. Very easy, right? Yes. Next question. Deepika starts walking straight towards east. After walking 65 meters, she turned to the left. So initial direction is east. After walking 65 meters, she turned to the left. Left of east is what? North. And walked how much meter? 25 meter. Again she turned to the left. Left of north is what? West. And she walked how much? 40 meter. Then at what distance and in which direction currently she is from the initial point is the question. We know that east and west are opposite to each other, which is the biggest value here. East is the biggest value. So east 65 minus 40 is how much? 25. North 25. Looking at that, answer should be northeast. Only one option is having that. Option A is the answer. If you want to find the distance, what you will do? Root of 25 square plus 25 square, Pythagoras you can use. Next one, same type of question, same type itself. How far and in which direction with reference to the starting point? X walk how much? 14 kilometer towards north 14. From there he walks 8 kilometer towards south. That means south 8. Then he turned 8 kilometer towards west 8. How far and where is he with respect to? We already read the question. Now north and south are opposite. Which is bigger? North. 14 minus 8 is 6. West is how much? 8 itself. Looking at that, northwest is the answer. Then in order to find the distance, 6 square plus 8 square, which is nothing but root of 36 plus 64, that is 100. That is 10. Option A is your answer. Next one. Sunitha walked 30 meter towards east. In which direction is she now from the starting point? Again, the same type of question is repeated again and again. Sunitha walked 30 meter towards east. So east 30. Then turned right. Right of east is what? Right of east is south. And walked how much? 40. Then she took a left turn. Left of south is what? Left of south is east again. That is how much? 30 meter. In which direction she is moving now from the starting point? That is nothing but east 60. 30 plus 30 is how much? 60. Then south 40. So southeast is your answer. Option C is your answer. Good. Very easy question. I hope that everyone got it. Next one, 6 persons M, N, O, P, Q, R are sitting in 2 rows, 3 in each side. Okay, 3 people are sitting. Okay, that is the given thing. Then both the rows are in front of each other. That means they are always, usually the question will be more, they are looking towards each other. Q is not at the end of any row. That means Q should be at middle of any of the row. I am assuming that this is Q is over here. Let it be in the middle. Then P is second to the left of R, O is neighbor of Q and diagonally opposite to P, N is a neighbor of R. Okay, so people, P is second to the left of R. Okay, now I am putting R over here. Okay, if R is over here, one second. If R is over here, Q is where? QP is second to the left of R. Left of R means second to the left means P is over here. Correct? Then what is given? O is a neighbor of Q and diagonally opposite to P. O is diagonally opposite to P. Correct? Then what is given? N is a neighbor of R and who is in front of N? Answer is nothing but Q is your answer. Option B is your answer. 5 persons are sitting on a bench to be photographed. S is left of N. So usually if direction is not mentioned, what we will do, we will take it as what? They are looking towards north direction. S is left of N. S is left of N. Okay, N is looking here, S is left of N. Then and to the right of B. S is to the right of B. Okay, fine. Then M is to the right of N. M is to the right of N. R is between N and M. R is between N and M. Who is sitting immediate right to R? People, who is immediate right to R? Answer is M, option C. Next question. 5 players named A, B, C, D, E are sitting on a bench facing south. They are facing which direction? The south direction. Yes, south is the important keyword over here. How many people are there? 5 people. They are looking towards south. Keyword over here. Then what else is given in the question? The person C is an immediate neighbor of both A and B. Person C, I will write it over here. Person C is a neighbor of A and B, or it can be like B, C, A. 2 possibilities are there. Then what is given down? The person A is 4th from the right end. So people, they are looking towards south. So this is right and this is left. That is the keyword over here, people. Now you tell me. Who is sitting 4th from the right end? Where is it given? A is 4th from the right end. A is 4th from the right end means A should be here. That means first possibility is not possible. A, C, C, B, A. B, C, A. That is the way. Then what is given? If A, E is right of B. So E should be here, right side. Then who is left? Who is at the left end? D should be at the left end. Now the question is, which of the, then where is E sitting is the question. E is fifth from the left end. First, second, fifth. Yes, option C is your answer. Next one. 6 friends A, B, C, D, E, F are sitting in a row facing towards north. Here it is directly given. They are looking towards which direction? The north direction itself. C is sitting between A and E. Either it will be ACE or it can be ECA. Then D do not sit at the end. B is sitting immediate right of immediate right. Immediate right means this possibility is not possible. So B is sitting immediate right of E. Then what is given? F is not at the right end, but D is sitting third left of. Third left means this is first left, this is second left, and third left who is sitting? D is sitting. Then what else is given? F is not at the right end. Here right end is this one. Okay, F is not at the right end. Then F will be where? F will be at the left end. Now the question is, who is immediate left of C? Very easy answer. Answer is what? A. Option A is your answer. Now the next one. 6 girls named P, Q, R, S, T, V are seated in a circle. So 6 people are sitting around a circle or table. Okay, this is the way we will draw. Next one. The following statements are given. T is not seated between Q and S. So T is not sitting between what? Q and S. Instead, between two other individuals. Okay, good. P is positioned immediately to the left of V. So for example, if V is sitting here, then P is positioned immediate left means what? This is to the left, right? That means P is over here. Yes. Then R is located 4 seats to the right of P. Right side means right of P means towards this side. That means first seat, second seat, third seat, fourth seat. R is over here. Now only that much data is given, nothing else is given. Only other thing is given. T is not seated between Q and S is the only other thing given in the question. Right answer. Many people got it already. Good. Now, it is a kind of an assumption we should go about it. Yes. Which of the following statement is not true? V is seated right of P. V is seated right of P. That is a correct statement. They are asking for not true. T is seated just to the right of V. T is seated just to the right of V. We don't know. We need to check that. R is positioned second to the left of T. R is positioned where? The second to the left of T. Second to the left of T. That also we don't know. We need to check. P is seated second to the right of R. P is seated second to the, that is correct. First to second. Yes, these two statements are correct. Either option B or option C should be wrong. We will check. Now people, T is not seated between Q and S. It is between two other people. Two other people means it should not be Q or it should not be S. That means T should be over here. That means it is between P and T. Now that means T is seated just to the right of V. Is that possible? I don't know. We will check on that. R is positioned second to the left of T. R is positioned second to the left means first, then R can be, no, R is not positioned second to the right of T. That is not correct. T is second to the, just to the right of V means it is a possibility we can take. If I put T over here, then this position, that is T is seated second to the, just to the right is possible. Then R is positioned second to the left of T is not possible. No, we can go for option C over here. Okay, now? Yes. Now we are going to blood relations. Actually, that question is kind of incomplete type of question. Okay, for physics. A husband and a wife had 5 married sons. Okay, husband is there, then wife is there. That means how many people? 2 people. They have how many married sons? Sons are 5. Then they will have how many wife? 5 wife. Okay. Then each of them had 4 children. 4 children means what? Their children each had 4 means 5 into 4 is how much? 20. Correct? Now you tell me how many people are there in the family. 20 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 is how much? That is 32. Direct question, and a similar type of question was asked in the previous year. Pointing to a lady in the photograph, Seema said, who is the speaker over here? Seema is the speaker. Yes, speaker. Who is the reference person? Lady is the reference person. Her sons. Her son means what? The reference person. Him, her, everything refers to the reference person. Her son's father. That means ladies. Lady is there. Lady, her son means lady has a son, and son's father means lady is married to that father. That is the easiest way of writing. Father is the son-in-law. That means this father is the son-in-law of Seema's mother. How will Seema's mother be this father's son-in-law? That means this lady should have a mother that is also Seema's mother. So lady and Seema are what? The siblings, and Seema is related to the lady. Sister is the answer. Previous year question, Janatam. A is B's brother. A is B's brother. C is D's father. We don't know anything. E is B's mother. E is B's mother. A and D are brothers. A and D are brothers. Then what else is given? C is D's father. C is D's father means D, A and B are siblings. That means E is the mother of everyone. So C is D's father means C should be married to E. Now the question is what? How E is related to C is the question. Answer is what? Wife. Very easy. Next one given over here. A is the mother of D. A is the mother of D. Then what else is given? And sister of B. So A is the mother of D and sister of B. B has a daughter C who is married to whom? F. Daughter C who is married to F, who is a male. Then G is the husband of A. G is the husband of A. How G is related to D? Very easy. G is the father of D. Very easy question. Next one. A hashtag means, A hashtag B means he is the father of B. Hashtag means father. Then at the rate sign means mother or mom. Then what else is given? Star sign means brother or bro. Yes, now we need to check A, G at the rate T at B. G at T means what? G at T. G is the mother of T. Then T hashtag P. T is the hashtag means father. T is the father of whom? Father of P. Now the question is which of the following is true? The G is the mother of P. G is not the mother. G is the grandmother. Then P is the father of T. No, P is the, is a child. Then T is a son of G. T is the son of G. That is correct. Now we are going to statistics. One of the easiest part, people. We are going for one by one. And here all the questions are repeated again and again. What does an ogive represent? It represents cumulative frequency and the class boundary. It is one of the most repeated question. There is a high chance that there will be a question based on ogive or ogive or ogive for your attempt also. The high chance is there, people. So it represents what? The class boundary. You know that class boundary and the cumulative frequency. Okay. Next one. Frequency density corresponding to a class interval is the ratio of class frequency to the class length. Secondary data is collected by observation method. Observation means directly, that is primary. International source like World Bank. From World Bank we are collecting it. That means it is a secondary data. Standard error can be described as standard deviation of the statistic. It is a repeated question, people. It was there in the previous year. Yes, ogive. Yes. The difference between mean and mode is 69. The difference between mean and median is dash is the question. What is the way I told you to remember the formula? Memo is equal to 3 mimi. How many mimis are there? 3 mimis are there. Me minus, that is mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median, which is equal to mean minus mode is given 69, which is equal to 3 into x bar minus median. You can represent it using m itself. Let it be like that. So x bar minus m is how much? 69 by 3, that is 21. Option 69 by 3, that is 23. Option C is your answer. Yes, 55, I think A is correct. We'll go to that. We'll check again once again. So cost of sugar in a month under the heads of raw material, labor direct production, and others were 12, 20, 35 and 23 units respectively. That means individually they are given. Then what is the difference between the central angles for the largest and smallest component? What is the largest component? 35. So 35 minus, what is the smallest component? 12, divided by sigma x. Total of everything is how much now? 12 plus 20 plus 35 plus 23, which is equal to 90, multiplied with how much degree? 360 degree. So how much is the answer? 35 minus 12 divided by 90 into 360, which is equal to 92. Option D is your answer. Next one is, yes, option D is your answer. Next one, the mean of a group X is 70. The mean of group Y is 85. Then the number of observations in group Y is 5 times the number of in group X. Then the combined mean of both the groups is how much is the question. People, we know the combined formula and all. There are how many groups? X, group 1, that is X, we can call it number of observation, let it be N1. The number of observation in Y, let it be N2. So people, we know that what is the combined mean formula? Combined mean formula is N1 x1 bar plus N2 x2 bar divided by N1 plus N2. Now people, what is given other than that? The means are given, x1 bar and x2 bar are given. X1 bar is how much? 70. X2 bar is how much? That is 85. Then one more thing is given. The number of observations in Y is 5 times. That means N2 is equal to 5 times N1. So what are we going to do? We are going to substitute things over here. So N1 is how much? N1, we will write it as N1 itself. N1 into x1 bar is how much? 70 plus N2 is how much? Instead of N2, I will write 5N1. So N1 into 5 into x2 bar is how much? 85 divided by, instead of N1, I will put N1 itself, not instead, N1 itself. N1 plus 5N1 is how much? 6N1. People, take N1 common from everything and cancel it off. That means 70 plus 5 into 85 is how much? 85 into 5, that is 425 plus, so 425 divided by 6. That means 425 plus 70 divided by 6, which is 82.5 is your answer. Option D is your answer. Next one, which of the following is not a type of sampling? It is a repeated question, people. What is the answer? Probability is there, non-probability is there, mixed is there, standalone is not there. Option C is your answer. Next one, yes, 82.5. Just check again. Exit poll, again a repeated question. It was asked in the previous year. It is a method of using random sampling. Exit poll is of which is a collecting method using what? Random sampling. Now people, we are going to another question. A professor has given assignment to students in statistics class. A student again computes the arithmetic mean and standard deviation of set of 100 observation. That means n is equal to 100, correct? Yes, as 50 and 5 respectively. That means x bar is equal to 50, then standard deviation is equal to 5. Later on, it is a repeated question. Later on, Sonali points to Jagan that he has made a mistake taking one observation as 100 instead of 50. That means this is our wrong x bar. X bar is how much? 50. Now we need to find the corrected mean. What is the formula I told you? The corrected x bar is equal to wrong x bar into number of observation minus wrong values. We are reducing the wrong value plus correct values divided by total number of observation. Here wrong x bar is how much? 50. Total how many observations are there? 100. Minus wrong value is how much? One observation is taken as 100 instead of 50. Instead of 50 you took it as 100. That means 100 is wrong. Correct is which one? 50 divided by 100. So answer is how much? 5000 minus 100 plus 50 divided by 100, which is equal to 49.5. Option C is your answer. Now another repeated type of question, people. This is a question which I used to say that is very important because there were many attempts in which these type of questions were repeated. Please look into this question. If two variables x and y are related by 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0, and the mean and standard deviation about mean and standard deviation about mean of x is equal to 1 and 0.3 respectively, then the coefficient of mean deviation of y about its mean. So coefficient of mean deviation about y is nothing but what? The mean deviation of y divided by y bar into 100. Correct? Now here people, mean deviation of x is given. So mean is given. How to find the 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. People, how to find y bar? Instead of x bar, substitute the value 1. That means you are putting over here 2 plus 3y bar minus 7 is equal to 0. This goes to the other side. It will become 3y bar is equal to 5. Y bar is equal to 5 by 3. Okay, y bar is equal to 5 by 3. Now we need to find the mean deviation about it. Means you will write 2x is equal to 3y. We will ignore the negative sign. Instead of x, we are going to put what? We are going to put 0.3. That means 2 into 0.3 is equal to 3y. That means y is equal to how much? 0.2. That means mean deviation about y is equal to 0.2. Now substitute everything. 0.2 divided by 5 by 3 into 100 is your answer. This goes to this side. How much you are getting? The 0.2 into 3 divided by 5 into 100. How much is the answer? 12 is the answer. Got the method? Yes. If you want more detailed information, you can check the marathon or our class videos. You can refer that. Yes. Again, the same type is repeated. If x and y are related by y is equal to 2x plus 5, standard deviation and arithmetic mean of x are known to be 5 and 10, then respective coefficient of variation. People, coefficient of variation is nothing but, or coefficient of variation of whom? Y is nothing but standard deviation of y divided by arithmetic mean of y into 100. First of all, we need to find standard deviation of y. So for that you will put y is equal to 2x. We are ignoring the constant term because standard deviation is not affected by origin. That's why we ignore the negative value or even the constant value. We are ignoring because of that. So instead of x, you are going to put what? The 5. So y is equal to 2 into 5, which is equal to 10. Then in order to find the value of mean, so 2x, y is equal to 2x plus 5. So instead of x, you are going to put what? 10. That means 25. So you got the value of this one is standard deviation of y. This one is arithmetic mean of y. Substitute everything over here. 10 divided by 25 into 100. How much is the answer? 40 is your answer. Option C. Next question, people. Okay, again it is getting repeated. The arithmetic mean and coefficient of variation of data set x are respectively 10 and 30. Variance of, that means y is equal to 30 minus 2x. From that we need to find the variance. People, I told you we will not be able to directly find variance. First we need to find standard deviation, then we will square it. First of all, people, what all things are given? Arithmetic mean. So x bar is given as 10. Then coefficient of variation, that means CV of x is given as how much? 30. So people, we know that coefficient of variation is nothing but standard deviation of x divided by x bar into 100. From that 30 is equal to standard deviation we need to find divided by x bar is how much? X bar is nothing but 10 into 100. From that standard deviation of x is how much? Standard deviation of x is nothing but 3. We got standard deviation of x. So how will you find standard deviation of y? So y is equal to, you will ignore 30, you will ignore negative sign, you will write 2x. Why are we ignoring 30? Because it is not affected by origin. So standard deviation of y is nothing but 2 into, instead of x you will put 3, which is equal to 6. So if you have 6, how will you find variance? Variance is 6 square, which is 36. Option D is your answer. Good question. Next one, people. Direct question. Quartiles of a variables are 45, 52 and 65. Then quartile deviation QD is nothing but Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. How much is Q3 over here? 65 minus 45 divided by 2, which is equal to 20 by 2 is how much? 10. Option A is your answer. Yes. The quartile deviation is 12. Then first quartile, A in the same formula. So quartile deviation is what? Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. QD is how much? That is 12, which is equal to Q3 minus first quartile is how much? 25 divided by 2. People cross multiply it. That means 24 is equal to Q3 minus 25. So 25 goes to the other side. Q3 will become what? 40. 24 plus 25 is how much? 49. Option B is your answer. Very, 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 very easy question. I hope that everyone understood this method. Yes, Nagendra, Shagu, everyone. Yes, I am reading the comments. Yeah, are you reading the comments? One person wrote that. Yes, I am writing. And sorry, I am reading the comments. Yes. Any other doubts? You can mention it here. Okay. Yes. Next, we are going for the, here's 49. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. If any more doubts are there, you can keep it to the end. I'll solve the doubts towards the end also. Okay. Now, in a city with a crime of 60%, probability that among a group of 5 incidents, at least 4 are reported accurately. At least 4. Okay. Very interesting question. So, people, what is the probability of success for this crime rate? Now, probability of success is 60%. 60% means 0.6. That means probability of failure is how much? 1 minus 0.6, that is 0.4. N is how much? How many incidents? 5. Now people, at least 4 are repeated. That means P of X is greater than or equal to 4. That means P of X is equal to 4 plus P of at X is equal to 5. So which formula are we going to use, people? We know the formula of binomial, right? NCX. Which formula is that? NCX. P raised to X, Q raised to N minus X. You need to solve over here. That is how much? P 5 N is how much? 5. 5 C4 into 0.6 raised to how much stuff? 4 into Q is how much? 0.4 raised to 1 plus 5 C5 into 0.6 raised to 5 into 0.4 raised to 5 minus 5 is how much? 0. So I can ignore that term. Now take your calculator and start doing it. 5C4, you can also write it as what? 5C1. That is nothing but 5 into 0.6 raised to 4 into 0.4 plus 5C5 is nothing but 5 factorial into 0.6 raised to 5. Take your calculator, people. Use memory calculation and get me the answer. So first find 0.6 raised to 4. 0.6 into equal to how many times? 3 times. Then multiply it with 5, multiply it with 0.4, then click M plus. Then 5 factorial is how much? 120. Okay, 120. Before that, I need to take 0.6 into equal to how many times now? 0.6 into equal to 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiply it with 120. Then again click M plus MRC. How much are you getting? You are getting it like 0.33696. Yes. Yes, you are getting like that. Yes. Paka? Yeah, fine. So, looking at this, now we need to check which option is giving you that answer. People, how are you going to find that? Yes. Looking at that, so take first option 1 divided by 3125, which is equal to 0.0032. That means option A is wrong. Try second option 0.1053 divided by 3125, which is equal to 0.3369. That means option B is your right answer. Okay. Yes. Next one. A coin with a probability for head is 15 is tossed 100 times. 100 times it is tossed. The standard deviation, the number of heads turned up is how much is the question, people. Now tell me, the coin with probability of head as 15. How probability 15 is possible? It is not 15. It should be 1 by 5. Okay, it should be 1 by 5. So looking at that, it should be 1 by 5. I hope so. Some mistake is there in there. Okay. Now, that is the probability of success. P is equal to 1 by 5. Q is equal to how much now? 1 minus 1 by 5, which is equal to 4 by 5. Then standard deviation. What is the formula for standard deviation? Root of NPQ, which is equal to N is how much? 100. Root of 100 into 1 by 5 into 4 by 5. So take your calculator. 100 into 4 divided by 5, then click equal to root. You are getting it as 4. Option B in the answer. Next one. When p is equal to 0.5, the distribution is what? Whenever in binomial, what happens? When p is equal to 0.5, it is a symmetrical, not asymmetrical, symmetrical. If mean and standard deviation of a binomial distribution is 10 and 2 respectively, very easy. So mean means np is equal to 10, root of npq is equal to what? 2. Now it takes, in order to remove the root, you will square both sides. That means npq is equal to 2 square is equal to how much now? 4. Now what we need to find? We need to find the value of q. Instead of np, we are going to put what? 10. 10 into q is equal to 4. Q is equal to 4 by 10. Looking at that, 4 by 10 means 0.4. Option D is your answer. Next one. For a normal distribution, the ratio of mean deviation to standard deviation, we already know that 2ST is equal to 2.5 MT is equal to how many QTs are there? 3 QTs are there. We only require what? First 2, that is 2SD is equal to 2.5 MD. Now people, they are asking with the ratio of mean deviation to standard deviation. So take this 2.5 to the other side. That means 2 by 2.5 is equal to MT divided by SD. So 2 divided by 2.5 is equal to 0.8. Option C is your answer. Next question. If x and y are two independent normal variables with mean 10 and 12 and standard deviation 3 and 4 respectively, then find the value of x plus y normally distributed. Okay, we know that the mean will get added. That means 10 plus 12 is how much? 22. Looking at that, all the options satisfy that. Now standard deviation, what will happen? The root of the given value, that is 3 square plus 4 square, which is equal to 9 plus 16, that is root of 25. Answer is 5. Looking at that, option C is your right answer. Next one. If the origin is shifted by 5, what will happen? People, the dispersion, standard deviation, quartile deviation, mean deviation, everything is independent of origin. So there is no change in standard deviation. For the first 20 natural numbers, the standard deviation is how much is the question? Yes, correct answer, correct answer. Now people, I already discussed this formula with you. So for first 20 natural numbers, that is n square minus 1 divided by 12. So n value is how much? 20. 20 square minus 1 divided by 12. Take your calculator. 20 into equal to minus 1 divided by 12. Then click equal to, then click root. You are getting it as 5.7666 you are getting. Yes, so the nearest answer is option A, 5.77. Yes, 81 is C. 81 is not. Yeah, 81 is C. Correct. Yes. Yes, dude. 81 is C. Next one. A machine is made of two parts, A and B. The manufacturing process of each part is such that probability of defective in part A is 0.08. That means P of having defective is how much? 0.08. Then P of B is how much? 0.05. Then what is the probability that the assembled part will not have any defect? People, probability of having a defect of A is how much? 0.08. You tell me. Then P of A complement, that means having no defect, is how much? 1 minus 0.08, which is equal to 0.92. Then P of B complement, that means B not having a defect, is how much? 1 minus 0.05, which is equal to 0.95. Now we need to find the assembled. When both of them are assembled together, what is the easiest way? P of A complement into P of B complement. How much is the answer? 0.92 into 0.95, option, which is equal to 0.874. Option D is your answer. Next question, people. If P of A complement union B complement is equal to 5 by 6, P of A is equal to 1 by 2, P of B is equal to 2 by 3, then what is P of A union B is the question. Very good question. Here we need to use the De Morgan's law over here. Yes. What is happening here? P of A complement union B complement is what? P of A complement union B complement is nothing but P of A intersection B, the whole complement. Correct? Yes. That means P of A intersection B, the whole complement, is equal to how much? 5 by 6. From that, people, what is P of A intersection B? P of A intersection B is nothing but 1 minus P of A intersection B, the whole complement, that is 1 minus 5 by 6, which is equal to how much? The 1 by 6. Now we need to find P of A union B. Take your calculator, that is the easiest way. P of A union B, what is the formula? Da? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A is how much? That is 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 6. Now either you can do LCM or use calculator. Now I am taking LCM. LCM means 6 is the LCM. 2 should be multiplied how many times? 3 times. 2 here 3 should be multiplied how many times? 2 times. That means 2 into 2 is how much? 4 minus 1, that is 6 by 6, which is equal to 1. Or you can directly use calculator and get the answer. Option A is the answer. The chance of getting 7 or 11 in a throw of 2 dice, we have discussed this as with a shortcut itself. You remember the arc, in the middle 7 will be there. How many times the sum 7 is coming? 6 times. Then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now people, 8 is happening 4 times, 9 is happening 5 times, 9 is happening 4 times, then 10 is happening 3 times, 2, 1. Now the question is, they are asking for what? 7 or 11. Now people, 7 happens how many times? 6 times, plus 11 happens how many times? 2 times, divided by the total number is how much? 2 dice are thrown, means 6 square we need to take, divided by 36. Answer is 8 by 36. So 8 divided by 36 is equal to 0.2222. Looking at the option, directly check. 7 divided by 9 is how much? 7 divided by 9 is 0.777. 5 divided by 9 is 0.555. 2 divided by 9 is 0.222. Option C is your answer. Go for that. Next one. If probability of if P is the probability function of S is equal to set of x1, x2, x3, how many elements are there? 3 elements are there. Yes. Then P of x1 is equal to 1 by 4, P of x3 is equal to 1 by 3. Then the question is find P of x2. We know that total probability is how much, which is equal to 1. So P of x1 plus P of x2 plus P of x3, which is equal to what? 1. Instead of x1 we are putting 1 by 4. Then instead of, one second, yeah, something is coming over here. That's fine. Yes, 1 by 4. Then P of x2 we need to find P of x2. Then P of x3 is how much? That is 1 by 3, which is equal to 1. Now either you can use calculator or LCM. So 1 by 4 and 1 by 3, that will become 1 by 12, right? I'm taking this 1 to this side. That means 1 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to P of x2. Just take your calculator and start solving, people. What is the LCM over here? 12 is the LCM. So 12 minus 3 minus 4. 12 minus 3 minus 4 is how much? 5 by 12 is your answer. P of x2 is equal to 5 by 12. Or use calculator and check with the options. Now the next question. Ticket numbered 1 to 20 are mixed up and then a ticket is drawn at random. What is the probability that the ticket drawn bear a number which is multiple of 3 or 7? That is very easy. Probability of multiple of 3 plus probability of multiple of 7. People, probability of multiple of 3 in between 1 and 20. How many numbers are there in between 1 and 20? It's a multiple of 3. That is 3 is there, 6 is there, 9 is there, 12 is there, 15 is there, 18 is there, then nothing is there. So that means 6 by 20 plus by 7, 7 is there, then 14 is there, 2 by 20. That is nothing but 8 by 20, which is equal to how much? Take cancel with 4. You will get it as how much? 2 by 5. Option B is the answer. Now this is a direct question. The interval in between mu minus 3 sigma and mu plus 3 sigma contains all but not 0.27 areas of normal distribution. This is one of the repeated question. It was repeated in the September attempt, or I guess it is repeated in the September attempt. Yes. There are two regression lines given by 8x plus 10y is equal to 25, 16x plus 5y is equal to 12, respectively. If the variance of x is 25 and the standard deviation of y is how much is the question they are asking. Oh, we lost time. In exam hall, there is no time for these things. Okay, make sure of that. Yes. From this you will take first one is y on x. From that you can take it as what the first one you are taking it as y on x, right? Or x on y you took off. You take, if you are taking whichever way you are taking, we should check. Let this be y on x. Let this be y on x. If y on x is the case, that means minus of non by who is minus of y on x means x is non. That means it is minus of 8 by 10. That is the first value. Then this one we are taking it as x on y, that means which is how much now, which is given the 5, that is minus of 5 by 16. This is byx, this is what the bxy. So we got two regression values, sorry, regression coefficient. So when you have regression coefficient, how will you find correlation coefficient? That is plus or minus. Here both the values are negative, means we will put minus root of what, the root of 8 by 10 into 5 by 16. That is nothing but root of 40, root of minus of root of 40 divided by 160. Take your calculator. 40 divided by 160, which is equal to 0.25. Then click root, which is equal to minus of 0.5. So our value is minus of 0.5. Everyone got that value? Since you got the R value, now people, we have the given variance of x, right? That is sigma x square is equal to 25. Sigma x is equal to how much? Root of 25, that is how much? The 5. Root of 25, so root of 25, which is equal to 5. Then what is the standard deviation of y is the question. People, we have byx. The value is already we found. Byx is how much? 8 minus of 8 by 10. Byx is what? The formula is what? R into sigma of, or standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x. Byx is how much? Minus of 0.8, which is equal to 0.5 into sigma y. We need to find, right? Sigma y is over there, divided by sigma x is how much? We already got 5. Now people, take your calculator, get me the answer, which is 0.8 into 5 divided by 0.5, which is equal to how much? Option B, 8 is your answer. Understood? Got it? Yes. Sorry for that delay from my side. Yes. Then equation of two regression lines are 4x plus 3y and plus 7 is equal to 0. 3x plus 4y plus 8 is equal to 0. Find the correlation coefficient between x and y. Very easy. Assume, it is a repeated question. Assume that 4x plus 3y is let it be x on y and this is y on x. Then x on y means what? We are finding the non-value is minus of 3 divided by 4. Here that means bxy is minus 3 by 4. Yx is how much? Minus of non-value is of x minus of 3 divided by 4. That means people, correlation coefficient is minus of root of 3 by 4 into 3 by 4, which is nothing but how much? Take your calculator. 9 divided by 16, then click equal to, then click root. You are getting it as minus 0.75. Option A is the right answer. Then out of the following, which one affects? Which one affects? Change of scale only affects it. Next one people, for n pair of observations, coefficient of concurrent deviation is calculated as 1 by root 3. R is how much? 1 by root 3. Then if there are 6 concurrent deviations, C is equal to 6. Find the value of n. People, we know the formula. R is equal to root of 2c minus m divided by m. That means 1 by root 3 is equal to root of 2 into 6 is how much? 12 minus m divided by m. Square both sides, that will become 1 by 3 is equal to 12 minus m by m. Cross multiply, m is equal to 36 minus 3m. Minus 3m goes to other side, it will become plus. That means 4m is equal to 36, m is equal to 9. So is that the question? No, we need to find the value of n. We already know m is equal to what? N minus 1. Then n will be what? M plus 1. That is 9 plus 1, which is equal to how much? 10, which is option B. Next question. The correlation between two variables x and y is found to be 0.4. What is the correlation between 2x and minus y? Hey, very easy da. Their sign is positive. Here sign is negative. When the signs are different, the sign of the correlation will also change. Correlation coefficient also change. So answer is minus 0.4. People, which of the following is there not a test of adequacy? Which one does? Square test. Then Fisher's, the index number is called as ideal number because what are both factor reversal and time reversal is satisfied. Circular test is satisfied by follow. Lappe doesn't follow circular test. Pache doesn't follow. Then Fisher, the ideal index number doesn't follow. Then who is following it? Simple geometric mean of price relatives. Now people, a price index when a new commodity is required to be added, which of the following index is used up? When we are adding a new commodity, that process is called as splicing. So answer is splicing index number. If Lappe index number is A, that means L is equal to A, Fisher is B, F is equal to B, find the value of Pache. We know that F is equal to root of Lappe and Pache. Instead of F, you will put what? B, which is equal to root of what? L is how much? A and P. Square both sides. That means B square is equal to AP. From that, P is equal to B square divided by A. Option A is your answer. Next one, people. During the period, salary of employees as per commission's recommendations was received from 23,000 to 29,500. In real terms, an employee should get the following additional amount. People, here the index is not mentioned. I think it is part of a previous year question. Okay. This is a wrong question because the index is not mentioned. In the previous year, I think, because when we solved it, I think, 1 second. Let me check the previous video which I made. The index. 1 second. Yes. It was given as 135 was the index in the first year. It became how much? 180. Yes, it was given as the index and the corresponding this value is 23,000. X value is over here. Now cross multiply, people. X is equal to 23,000 into 180 divided by 135. How much is it? 23,000 into 180 divided by 135, which is 30,666.66. How much additional should be given? Additional amount is 29,500. That means 30,666.66 minus 29,500, which is equal to 1166.666. Nearest answer is option A. It is a wrong question. Okay, but we corrected it. That's the case. So that's all, people. That's your CA Foundation mock test paper number 1. Okay, now you tell me how many hours. Now it's around 2 hours 2 minutes. We spoke for like 5-6 minutes, then in between I went to the washroom and I came back. So people, you will be sitting inside the exam hall and you will be solving it within 2 hours itself. It is possible to solve within 2 hours. It is always possible to solve a question paper within 2 hours. So I hope that I helped you guys. Yes, today is, oh, okay, happy birthday to the CM of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so thank you Kiwi, thank you Shagu, everyone, thank you whoever was there, David, thank you. Yes, Nagendra, bye-bye, take care. Yes, I'll upload the PDF in the description. Okay, you can find it after like 1 hour or half an hour. It will be uploaded after the live is done. Okay then, bye-bye people, take care. Namaskaram, vanakkam. Yes, bye-bye.